Dirk just told us you're going to be starting tomorrow. What's the excitement level for being back here in South Florida to face the Panthers?
Yeah, it's cool. Just, I guess, feel just appreciative of my time here and just excited to play here tomorrow. And it's obviously a great building, so just looking forward to it.
What kind of challenge do they present them? You guys have been really on a hot streak lately, but this is another excellent challenge.
Yeah, I mean, really good team. Very good top end players and very good bottom six players too. I think their bottom six has a real identity between Lomberg, and he obviously sets the tone for those guys. So it's just going to be a really good game, another measuring stick game for us. And I think we got 7 left here, and so they're all going to be difficult. So we just got to make sure we stay on top of things.
Looking back at last year, what do you think that run, the 6-game, 8-game run, whatever, at the end of the year did for you, confidence-wise, personal-wise, professionally?
Yeah, it was great to just have a little runway and just be able to build confidence over an extended period of time. Was really good for me, and just enjoyed it a lot, and I'm thankful for the experience.
Was that the best experience you've ever in hockey?
It's pretty cool. I mean, obviously playing in a Stanley Cup final is something that we all dream of. There are other, for sure, things that come close to it. I don't know if I can really quantify it or not, but it was really cool, and obviously the Panthers are having another great season, so it's going to be a big test for us tomorrow.
Ryan, reflecting on that last one in Toronto, just the travel schedule you guys went through, how big of a character-defining momentum win was that for this group?
Yeah, I think you've kind of been able to feel it here, a little bit of grind and grit, and I think that's just what we need to keep building. And in situations like that, it's test your character and test your will. And guys did an amazing job. Rhymes played unreal, and just to dig in like that, that can create a lot of momentum going forward.
What was your biggest takeaway personally and professionally from the opportunity you had last year and what you were able to do with it?
I think just getting comfortable more than anything, and the ability to not, kind of have the nerves of maybe if you don't play well, you're going back down, that type of thing. But it was awesome, and just obviously confidence-wise, it was big for me. And I'm trying to think. Really don't have too much to say about it. Just obviously appreciative again for it, and happy to hopefully keep it rolling here.
You obviously got familiar with some of those guys, their style, what they want to do as far as a team in their system. How can you use that to your advantage and start against them?
Yeah, I think it's just first and foremost, it's a very heavy team, good skating team, very skilled, so they kind of got a little bit of everything. And I think you just got to be prepared for a battle. And if you go in with a mentality to be ultra competitive, they're going to bring that tomorrow for sure. So that's just a big test for them. Thanks.
Good chance now you're playing more than you ever have. What's that meaning to you as far as building your confidence and the confidence of the guys playing in front of you?
Yeah, I think just getting more comfortable and just keeping the ball rolling and kind of learning still as I go. I'm still, I think, early enough in the phases where I'm still learning every game and continuing to build and grow. And really at the end of the day, you want to be hitting your stride when the games matter most. And these games are super important, and so it's getting fun right now, and we're fighting for every point. So just gotta kind of stay on that one-track mind.
That was my next question. How much fun has it been?
It's been awesome, and super happy to be in South Florida.
To be on the trip, to be on the ice again, what's it mean to you? How's it feel?
No, it's awesome. Practicing and just be around the boys, and there was a couple crazy flights going into Toronto and even coming here. So it's been nice. Just being out there with the boys and having fun.
How does it feel for you right now, and what stage you're at as far as the rehab goes?
I mean, we've done a good job with our staff, and just gonna take little steps at the time, and we don't want anything that would go again or something like that. So I think we are in a good base here, and hopefully get the place.
News was saying still week to week, but what kind of a time frame does that mean in your mind?
I mean, it's just getting out there in the practice and building the back like the good habits, and like getting the reps, and just trying to like build off from that. And if I feel good, next week maybe who knows, but it's just nice to be out there with the boys in practice.
What's fatherhood been like for you this now stretch?
I mean, something positive. So being home a little more. So because of the injuries, so that's something positive for sure. But it's been awesome.
Derek, what can you tell us about Patrick Kane?
Patty, lower body injury, not related to his hip. He's not going to be available for this trip. We'll get back to Detroit and have a better feel, probably an update for you here after the trip.
But encouraging that it's not hip related, I guess?
Yes, currently obviously it's not.
How do things change in the lineup with him out?
Obviously, Klim coming off IR, so he'll slide right in. Probably won't have a lot of different looks with the lines. Obviously, that Larkin line has had some chemistry, playing very well of late, as has the Cop line. So, obviously, we have some depth. Plug Klim in and just kind of go from there. So, probably similar 12 and 6. And what we saw the other day, obviously, Clinton for Kane.
Who do you slide into Kane's spot?
What you saw, we rep both guys in there. We had basically how we ended the game too the other night. Gave some reps to Robbie Fabry there. Gave some reps to Strong there. Yep. So, and both those guys obviously have hot sticks right now, so I like where we can go with that.
And Jake Wallman, is he?
Jake Wallman's still ill. We're hoping won't be available tomorrow, but we're hoping to have him available for Carolina.
Elaborate a little on Daniel Strong. I mean, he's been a good fit, and he plays limited minutes 5-on-5.
A remarkable fit. Obviously, last year we had trouble finding some of those goals, and he's really helped our depth in finding some of those goals. That's secondary scoring, if you will. Looking for our last game, we go into the third period down 2-1. You guys know the ability to win games going to third periods this league just statistically doesn't happen. And he's the guy that got us that early goal. So obviously a really good addition for us.
He's got some nice moves too.
Yes, and then there's again when he's rolling like that, it's just some games he feels like he's playing downhill, and that's been him of late.
Ville Husso back out there. Just where's he at right now?
Billy, yeah, it's probably still in that week-to-week range, but obviously it's a good sign that he's able to take some reps here in the lower body. I think it's been getting a little more strength to his lower body before he starts the action.
And has Kane been everything we hoped he would be?
Kane has been beyond our expectations. He's everything we'd hope and then more. Just to be that healthy, if you will, to have that much jump in his game, coming off that surgery has been pretty amazing. And obviously, he's been a huge catalyst for the offense. And, a little disappointed we're not having for a little bit here because he's really started to, I think, take ownership of the group. I just feel a lot more comfortable with the group. He's a natural leader, obviously, the success he's had in his career. So it's obviously coming along very nicely with Patrick.
Nothing but good challenges for you this month, and that continues tomorrow.
Of course, right? We knew the stretch: LA, at Toronto, at Florida, at Carolina. Obviously, we're rolling through some of the top teams in the league here, but that's our division, that's our conference, and we get tested like this often, and I think it grows us.
What did you see from Alex Lyon in the playoffs with the Panthers last year, and the growth that might have provided for him along his career path?
Well, I think it was just his play getting into the playoffs. It's just there's some growth in him in that. Obviously, the experience. I think it built some confidence in him. And I think it's translated extremely well once he got his opportunity here. So really good on him, especially at this point in his career. And obviously really good for us.
Yeah, 6 straight wins, and he put them on their back.
Yeah, and I can see that. Again, he has such a compete about him. Even the way he approaches his practice habits, his everyday. I think it builds everyone else's compete around them.
So were you able to watch the last bit of the Lions game? Yeah.
I watched the Bills game.
And you watched the Lions Sunday night?
I will, watch the Lions Sunday. We only caught the last 5 minutes of the Lions game, but it was actually pretty cool to watch it in the coach's room after a really good win. But the Bills, I was able to find some of our people, if you will.
A little warmer to watch it here.
A little warmer in the elbow room. Patrick Kane was actually the key to the win. Patrick's probably not quite as invested in the Bills as myself and Beamer are, but he is a fan.
But you watched it together?
No, did not watch with him, but I asked him that afternoon, hey, we just need you emotionally involved, Patrick. And he said he would be, and I saw we had a good laugh about it. So yes, we was able to watch our Bills.
At the elbow room.
At the elbow room. At the elbow room.
Very welcoming. Taken over?
Very welcoming area.
Oh, no,
at
they
the
were.
Elbow room, yes. It was a lot of happy people in that place.
Newsy, just a quick one for me. When you're looking at the Panthers, what has allowed them to kind of stay atop the division and the success they've had this year with the summer really not even having a summer off?
Obviously, their depth. You look at their roster top to bottom, the construction of it, right from world-class goalie to the world-class players, world-class indeed. They're arguably the best lineup in the league, but I don't know if they get enough credit for their team game. I think that's a very talented team that has figured out how to play the right way, how to defend the right way, and they're sitting towards the top of the standings again.
Just want to get your thought here. The Red Wings extending their affiliation with Toledo, and it's a place that holds something special in your heart. Just what it means going forward for the organization. Your thoughts on it?
Yeah, that means a lot. Obviously, like you said, Toledo Walleye is a big part of me. It's an unreal experience for my growth. It's a very personal spot for me. The relationship I have with the fan base there, and what we were able to start to build there. So it's a no-brainer. It's a first-class organization. Obviously, it's right down the road, and that's a positive for everyone involved.
How important is that league as far as some of the development of young players?
I think the more and more it's become more important, simply because you're dealing with the cap era. You're dealing with 50 contracts. It's much more than just a goalie developing that fifth goalie league now. So I think that's really important.
Okay, so just to be sure, you don't expect anything at Kane until you get back home?
Yes, I'll better feel when we get back. Just be unavailable for this trip.
And goalie?
Alex Lyon will be next one.